Hey, I want to make this little video here. I brought up this subject on Real Spuck TV earlier on, and I feel the need to bring it up here. I was answering a question for both Gina J from the Horny Goat channel and my niece on Facebook. And the question was, why isn't the media focusing on these child trafficking issues going on right now that's supposed to involve all these high profile politicians and other folks? Well, I'm going to answer that right here. I already told my answer earlier on. I'm going to answer that question right here. Plus I even messaged her my response. My niece, that is. The media and the politicians, mostly the politicians and media of today, are in cahoots with one another. We know that. The politicians want us to pay attention on what kind of promises they're going to keep, which will eventually break, while the media would rather have us focus on what brand of shoes Kim Kardashian is wearing at last night's gala event, or which movie star was caught picking his nose and wiping the boogers on the bathroom stalls at this particular high fancy restaurant. Read all about it at this weekly Life and Style magazine. Steal this celebrity style. Have your head shaved like this celebrity. Copy this person's facial hairstyle. Give me a fucking break, people. And the majority of the people out there fall for both those kinds of bullshit each and every time. I understand where WWE Superstar Bayley is coming from when in her promos and on Twitter she refers to the people out there today as sheep. I agree with her 100%. And you know what? I'm fucking fed up with all this sheep running amok, following whichever trend is out there, not focusing on the real issues that's going on right now. And I think it's time all of us stood up and say, hey, we want to know which politician, which Hollywood celebrity, which high-profile individual is caught up in this sex trafficking operation. Now, I'm hoping the authorities are keeping this woman who was the girlfriend of Jeffrey Epstein alive. I hope she's being watched 24/7 so we can get the full details from this bitch's mouth to find out who is and who isn't involved. And I think it's time this particular story, or better yet the truth, gets out there to everyone to know about. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to close this out with a quote from the rap group Public Enemy. I was a big fan of theirs earlier years back. I'm going to say 4 words. Don't believe the hype. You know, when some media outlet talks about this politician or this particular musician being this, being that, look into it yourself. Something that Al Jorgensen of Ministry even mentioned in one of his interviews. When someone tells you about this and that being this particular way, say, yeah, well, let me see for myself. Find out for yourself and get the full details firsthand. That way you could go up to the previous person you spoke of, said, fuck you, motherfucker, you're full of shit. I saw how it is on the other side and it's not exactly the way you mentioned it to be. That's what we all need to start doing, folks. Think for yourself. I'm Dr. Earl. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Always be on the lookout. Don't forget to hit that like button and leave some comments below. Always be aware and always be vigilant.